Okay, I think that we should restart. Hi everyone, I'm Matteo Fappoli, and today I show you the second part of Module 3. So we will start to see something like the model of the drive-in. After this, we show something about the density warehouse, and for the end, we will see how the configuration tool works and what is a configuration tool. So starting with the drive-in module, we will see the structure of one drive-in. It is this one. So we see how the drive-in is structured with the level. The level are basically some group that are warehouse scope. So we use it just to have the knowledge of the property of the group and the level and the constraint of the level. And in this case, we see how it's very simple as modeling, but give us a lot of possibility to set properties or constraint, for example. The specific things for drive-in is the storage and retrieval order. As you should know, if this is a drive-in, LGV working side is this one, so we start to drop a pallet from normally level 2, and we follow after with the other level, and after this ground level. This is for safety reason, and also sometimes is asked by the customer. So in this case, if you want to edit these properties, we can get the properties and the storage and retrieval order by this function. This function use the table warehouse hierarchy and warehouse operation order. Using this two table is able to know the order for all level and for all container level. In this case, with the store procedure of drive-in creation, we have the possibility to set by input the first level of storage. So we can decide that this is the 1 or, for example, 3. And if we want also, we can add it after the creation. So this is more or less the idea. As you've seen, it's very, very simple, like structure. And the only thing a little bit more complicated, is just this one. And for the drive-in model is more or less all. If you have questions about it, just tell me. If there are any questions, we can proceed with the other part of the presentation, that is the high-density warehouse entity. High-density warehouse entity, as you know, we have two high-density warehouse entity, and this is more or less the structure that we have already seen today, shown by Tommaso. High-density warehouse structure is composed by right side, left side, and number of floors. So we should have with 2 floors or also 10, and channel for each floor side, and position for each channel, and 1 or more resources depending from high-density warehouse type. So also in this case, we have decided to create a structure dedicated for SmartStore and crane. First of all, we see the structure for the SmartStore. As you can see, we should create a group for floor and side. Here we have floor 1 and floor 2. In this case, it is a SmartStore, but that's 2 floor, just for give the diagram less complicated. And 4 channel. As you see, the channel are connected both with side and floor. In this case, we have also position and position for each channel. And for SmartStore, resource is connected to each floor, because SmartStore, as you know, have one shuttle for each floor, and in this case is connected to floor, and you see the relation by arrow means that shuttle in this case is parent to floor 2 and floor 1. One point for
sorry, Matteo. Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
Could you go back to the previous image? Why channel 1 is child of floor 2 and side 1? Oh, sorry, or side 1?
Maybe there is one error, I don't know. The idea is that
no, okay, no, sorry, understood. Okay, sorry, okay, it's fine, sorry.
Okay, it's possible that there is an error in the connection. Okay, for the input, the idea is to give one resource info, but as a V structure. So I have the number of the resource, the level, the name of the resource, and the carry number. Carry number is directly connected to HDSM resource. So the idea is that this is the input needed by the store procedure that create the smart store to works. So the idea is that with this table, we can give the information about all the resources in smart store in this case. A little bit different for the crane, and we will see immediately the structure of the crane. You see that is more or less the same, but the differences is shown by the resource. The resource in this case is only one, so the crane has only the crane that is connected directly with the crane. So in this case, is connected with the crane and is parent of the crane, not connected to the floor, because crane should work in all floors. So the idea is this one. And speaking about differences, is immediately to see the differences here is just the resource. So in crane, I have only one resource that is crane parent, and in SmartStore, one or more resources, depending the number of the floor, that are SmartStore floor parents. So the idea is more or less this one.
One question for me. So the shuttle and the crane, there is only unique modeling for both the shuttle and the satellite, and also for the crane. Sometimes we have also the satellite with the crane. The crane or the shuttle model both at the same time.
Yeah, for the moment, the structure is this one, so it's not considered to have crane and shuttle at the same time for the moment.
No, I mean crane and satellite, and shuttle and satellite.
Satellite is a resource that is considered inside shuttle, so it's a position by the shuttle. In this case, the modeling is SDM modeling. So means that when we create the structure for the HDSM, is considered also the satellite. For the moment, we consider only the shuttle with one satellite, not more satellite. Is this the question, Rossano? Or?
Yeah, more or less, yes.
Okay. For the moment, it's like this. So you have other question connected to high density warehouse, or we can proceed?
No, I would like to add to what Matteo said, that in SDM we don't have now the differences between crane with fork or crane with satellite. We have channel, and for now the model of channel is the same for both of them. Maybe in the future we have to add this kind of different, but for now there is no differences. I don't know if.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, to proceed, we can see the configuration tool.
Matteo,
Tell me.
posso interrompere un attimo? Io mi sono scordato di fare una cosa, io posso infilarmi prima che tu passi a configuration tool. Okay. So sorry guys, but I forgot something that I would like to show you. It's very, very quick, but maybe I was I was thinking about the coffee break and I forgot to show you something that I think is important. I take the sharing the screen for a while. Sorry, Matteo. Because it's something that has been changed, and in my opinion, maybe it's better if I show you this quick overview. The stock and the booking representation has been changed with respect to the current SDM, and now we have two different tables: stock unit storage and stock unit booking, that relate the stock unit landing unit to the container where it is located or where it is booked, the destination. And the particularity is that for regular location, so intended the majority of the location that has container with position, the storage keep as the container of the position itself, while the location that we can call, for example, heap, which we don't need to have position because the system dropped the pallet and forgot it, or there are, for example, manual location, so we don't need to have a coordinate. We can have also the container reference at the stock unit storage is not a position container, but is a location container. This is the kind of changes with respect to the current SDM. So I would like to highlight to you these changes, and also there is a little change in the property table. The stock summary more or less remain the same, so I don't want to lose time on it. I would like to highlight that in warehouse and the property we add with respect to the regular field that exists also now in the storage locations and the property table. We add some change a little bit the name, and then we add the current load that contains the total weight in the location, or more generally in the container. Then we add residual length that in which we save the length residual for the location, and this of course is only for location scope. And we add also num location, num empty location, fill factor saturation that are very important, that are related to. We have, of course, the values for location, for at least for location, but they are trivial for location. But these four property became meaningful for containers without scoped, so they can be useful for area, zone, or warehouse to do some consideration on it. That's all. Do you have any question about this warehouse stock and booking representation? Of course, I would like to point you that in this table, stock unit storage, at this point there is at least one record for a stock unit. We don't have anymore the booking flag like stock unit position because they are different table. Is it enough clear?
And transport order and transport order route are referring to container or location?
For now, they're referring to container scope, to container scope the location, but they are referring like foreign key to container, because so they can be in the future maybe generalized.
Location entity, you mean the warehouse?
Actually, I don't remember if they are the foreign key
I
to location or to, but
I can have a look, just a
sorry,
curiosity.
I don't remember exactly now. Are there any other question on this topic? Sorry, but I forgot to tell you before. Sorry, Matteo, for interrupting you.
Don't worry about this.
Okay. Anyway, if you have any more question, you can also mail me or chat me or writing me in the chat. Thank you very much. Sorry.
Okay, we continue with the presentation of layout configuration tool. Basically, the idea is that for all the entity that you have seen, like drive-in and the high density warehouse entity like Smart Store or bulk storage, to create it and to populate all the table needed to system works, you have to use some store procedure dedicated. This store procedure dedicated have to be launched and work with a lot of input that we have tried to insert inside this tool that give you the possibility to create all entity inside warehouse graphically. So the idea is to insert all the information by text box or combo box or something like this, and using the layout.db3 file. So layout.db3 you can use by the plant, and we can take some information about the layout.db3. Like position and, for example, type of station and all of this. This is useful for us. In this way, we have possibility to reduce the time needed to first warehouse configuration, and give us also the possibility to structure a little bit the warehouse. As you can see, the tool features are to interact with layout.db3, to create warehouse scope entities and location scope entities, to auto-assign zone and aisle to location, to move location, apply one offset X and Y to locations, one location or some locations, and high density warehouse creation. So this tool you should find inside the package SM.I.LE80 in this address, resource tools and SM.I.LE80 config tools. And for today, for do some test and some exercise, you receive a mail by Enrico Fais with the database backup and also the tool. If you want to use it to follow me in the exercise, should be useful. The tool structure is more or less this one. So we have a main page, and the main page give you the possibility to interact and decide if you want to create a warehouse scope, so a warehouse, a zone, aisle, area, or something like this. Location scope, so if you want to create a location, or identity warehouse. The central part of the page is dedicated to the entities, so you can show the entities inside there that are already inside the warehouse. The right side is to see the hierarchy, so click in one component, you should see all the child of the component and all the hierarchy. And after this, you have also the menu. We will see using the tool, which is the structure of menu, and we are all the what are all the component that we can use using the menu. So to see the structure of the tool, you can take the folder, that is this one, that you received by mail. I think and I hope that all of you have received the mail and downloaded the folder. Inside the folder, you see one folder, database backup. And my suggestion is to restore locally the free database that is necessary to use the tool. So in this case, you should have something like this. I can give you 5 minutes if you want to restore the database locally, or I don't know if you have already done it. Some of you have already done it, or
I did.
so if for all of you is okay, I can proceed with the exercise and example. If for some of you is necessary to install and wait a while, we can wait. Tell me as you prefer. If I hear nothing, I proceed. Okay, I think that we can proceed with the example. So if we start using the tool the first time, just in this case, we extract the folder. When you open the tool the first time, the system asks you to set the connection to the DB and layout. So run the X file the first time. You see the system that asks you to set connection with the DB and path of layout.db3. So we can click here and set the layout.db3 of the folder that we have. This is a Red Bull warehouse, and so we can set some entity inside here. Here, my suggestion is to put like this, or local. In my case, just because I want to show you something also in client, I use a dedicated server. So we set the connection, we click on check. If everything is okay and everything is correct, system we will redirect us to the main page of the tool. So if you want just to check and see very quickly, the structure of the tool is like this. So in this page, if you have warehouse scope, we can select the typology of the scope that we want to insert. So we have warehouse, area, zone, and aisle. After this, we can set the name that we want to add, select the parent of the scope, and after this, add it. Location is a little bit more complicated because use the location that come from the layout. So these are all the location taken by the layout. Location are separated by type, so we can separate the location by type. So we have the possibility to set, for example, block storage or conveyor, drive-in. This is the information took directly from the layout. So, for example, if you want to use it, it's very useful because we can separate the typology of the location. And after this, we can select the location that we want to add inside our system and selecting the type and the parameter for the insert. We will see in the exercise in specific with some entity, some location type, which are to add. After this, we have a possibility to set also the high density warehouse. So to create a high density warehouse, there are 3 types. So AVSRS, Crane, and SmartStore. And also in this case, we have the possibility to insert all the parameter and all the input value. And this is more or less all about the thing that we can do with the tool. After the creation, we can also do some operation, but to understand better which are the feature of the tool, we proceed with the exercise that we have here, and we take one step-by-step exercise that asks to us something. So step-by-step exercise basically require us to add one zone, one conveyor production, one smart store, some block storage creation, and some driving creation. The idea is to take this layout, that is the layout of the Red Bull warehouse, and separate the layout in zone. In this case are zone production, zone 14, and zone 01 for the smart store. And so create area, zone, and after this insert the location inside the zone. So just to start with the exercise, I insert more or less all the parameter, because are the parameter that are inserted in reality inside the warehouse. Just basically to see this input parameter is necessary to interact with SmartCAD, just to say the coordinates. But the idea is that if we want to separate the warehouse in this zone and area, it's useful to us to take the coordinates, because like this we have the possibility to insert the location, and location will be automatically connected to the zone and aisle, and we will see during the creation how is it possible. So the idea is that if you want to start with the exercise, the first thing to do is create a warehouse Red Bull. So we can insert in warehouse scope. In this case, we already have it, but we can delete and recreate. So we can set the typology of the type of the warehouse scope to insert is warehouse, and the name is Red Bull. After this, in this case, for the area, is not useful, not important to set this value, top angle and bottom angle, so we can put the default value, is not a problem. And adding the system, add the warehouse Red Bull. After this, we want to create area 01 inside Red Bull. So to do it, we put the area, we set area 01. If in this case we add like this, system tells us that there is a problem, because create container area, expect parameter, parent container name. So set, okay, I want parent name, because in this case area needs a parent to works. So in this case, area is son of warehouse Red Bull. So we can set Red Bull and add it. After this, with the zone, it's useful to create it using some angle. If we do like this, in the future, we have the possibility to separate correctly the warehouse, and when we add a location is automatically connected to zone. So the idea is that in this case, we can add zone 01, that is this one. In this case, zone 01, we have not care about the bottom and top angle, so we can add just 100, 100, and 1000, 1000. And parent name is area 01, and we have it. After this, zone 14. And this is the zone, if you remember, the plant connected to block storage B16, 17, 18. So we add the zone 14, area 01, and in this case we put the coordinate. Okay, we do the same thing for the zone 03. Okay, for the production zone. So the other point was to create zone production from area 01 and this coordinate. Okay, at the end of the first step, we will see that we have created all the zone and area necessary to create our location. So step 7 of this exercise is to create a conveyor. So create conveyor T2 West 01. So we can go in location scope.
Sorry, Matteo, sorry.
Yeah.
Could you switch back to the warehouse scope? So, sorry, yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay, I added by myself another area 02, and I add another zone 015 with the parent area 02. But is a little bit confusing because I don't, from the list, I cannot understand if the zones, for example, I call the zone 100 is as a parent area 02 or area 01.
Okay, you mean
Try to add another area, please.
Okay.
Okay. Now a new zone. 100, for example. Parent name is okay. Try 02, okay. From the list, how can I understand that 100 is
I
as a parent
I
area 02 and not area 01?
From the list is not shown for the moment. So you mean that maybe it's possible to add the relation between the parent and see here maybe parent and the name of the parent?
If you leave the hierarchy tree and you click on the area, you will see the child.
Sorry?
If you go in the hierarchy menu,
Yeah, if you in this case, if you
click the area, you will see the child.
Okay.
In this case, yes. With the hierarchy, yes. Without the hierarchy, no. In the list, without the hierarchy, is not possible. I just want to see if maybe some people is pay attention and Manghi Matteo pay attention. Good, Matteo. No, sorry. Yeah, it's just like this with the hierarchy tree that I have just not show hide it because to show both is a little bit reduced, but yeah, absolutely. If you see with the hierarchy tree on the side and you set here, for example, for the area 01, you see all the zone. Obviously, if you say for the zone 03, you want to know immediately which is the parent, is not possible. So maybe it's also useful to insert in the list the parent. Maybe. I don't know if you speak about this, Luca. Luca?
No, it's fine. It's fine with the
Yeah,
tree.
because the idea is if you set zone 03, you don't know which is the parent. Obviously, if you set area 02 and area 01, you have the possibility to see the parent. Okay. So the idea is, if you want to continue with the exercise, we have the possibility to create one conveyor, for example, and conveyor is T2 West 01. So if we start like this, we can check here if we find conveyor, and we have conveyor T2 West 01. We find T2 West 01, we have the possibility to insert the value that we want. So for example, obviously type conveyor. You can also change it because for some reason you want to add the thing that here is signed like conveyor and you want add it like block storage, for example, you can do it just changing this. But if you set conveyor, resource type in this case is single fork, and after this you have to set ILE name or zone name. In this case we want that parent zone is zone production, so we can set zone production. Here you can set no zone or the zone that we have previously created. So zone production. After this, in this case, you can set also if is car wash or sub inventory. In our case is no. And dimension, we can set number of position, in this case is 1. Step distance is more than 1 position, in other cases not taking consideration. Length and width of the position are automatically inserted. So we can take the pose length, in this case is 1000. Pose width is 1200. 1000 pose length. Clearance in this case is 2000. And clicking add, system will add conveyor, and system will add conveyor also in LGB manager. So in LGB manager will be added the station for the conveyor. In this case, for the moment, are adding only the static location, so not the active with the PLC and all of this have to be added manually. But the other normally in the station, like block storage or conveyor that not worked with PLC, are managed by the tool. After this, we have the possibility to create one smart store. So switching in the smart store, we have the possibility to check the tab high density warehouse and create the smart store. For the smart store, we can see here the input, but the idea is to set obviously smart store. Name, in this case, we want to set smart store. Resource type, single shuttle. Zone name, we take zone 01. Coordinate, in this case, we have the coordinate, yes, we set the coordinate that are 792000 and coordinate one.
Sorry, Matteo.
Yeah.
I have a question because I have problem
Oh.
with the set of the program. I don't see all the parameters. It's like the program of display. I don't know if you set up something special.
I forgot to tell to you this tool has one problem with the zoom of the window. So the idea is that the suggestion that you should find also in a guide, just a little check in the guide. You will see also the guide for the the tool is here in the guide that Tommaso gave to you before. You can find also the guide for the layout config tool. In layout config tool, one suggestion is to put the zoom in screen setting has to be set to 100. A lot of people have the zoom in screen setting set to 120%. And in 120%, some parameter have some problem. I honestly don't know why, but just to show you the settings. But if you can check, please, I think that the problem should be this one. Just the time to my PC to work. Just check this configuration. And I think that should be set to 120, maybe. You have the possibility to check?
Yeah.
I can confirm that changing the 200% it works now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Honestly is a error, but I don't know how it's generated, and I see that changing the settings it works. It doesn't cut it. So for the moment, the suggestion is to set this. In the future, we will also edit the program to avoid also this problem, because we know it should work.
Sometime it should work also to launch. When you launch, go in property and disable DPI settings, because it's the same problem that we have with the GUI, the legacy GUI.
Okay. I didn't know it. So I check also this thing. Maybe it's a setting that should be set by default, something like this. I don't know. But okay. Thanks for the suggestion. Okay, we can continue with the settings. So after this, we have the possibility to set also the career parameter. With career parameter, we have the variable one career for floor. That means for the SmartStore, for sure, for the moment, have to be set. And after this, career name is the basic career name is SHT, and we put SHT1. In this case, we have 5 floors, so we have 5 shuttle. Number of the shuttle, this is the number connected directly in HDSM. So in this case, we can put 101. If this number is already present inside HDSM, system tell us something. Put the text box in red and tell to you that it isn't possible to set this number. So we put 1, 2, 5. After this, we have the configuration for the starter. So in this case, floor, channel for side, you find all here. Left position, so are the position in the left side. So in this case, left position are 10, I think. After this, right position, so position for the right channel. Left segment length, right segment length. In this case, floors 8. And step distance, post width, post length, total height of the structure, so this one, clearance, that is 1500, base elevation should be 0, corridor with the distance between location. Given all the input, we can put the clicking add, system works a little bit, and create the starter. Here, launch store procedure works a little bit because it has to create all the components that have to put inside the SmartStore. In this case, are 20 channel for side, so we have something like 100 channel to create, and at the end of the creation, you should find this master here. Clicking in this master, you have the possibility to see all the component, so the left side, right side, as you show before in the slide. And in hierarchy, you see all the components. So if you click here, you can see also the channel, and you see the operation point for the channel and the position for each channel. Clicking also in level, you can see also all the channel with the position.
Please, Matteo, can you show again the structural parameter? I have lost the screenshot.
Yeah. This one?
Yes, thank you.
You need also dimension, or?
No, I already done with dimension. I'm okay. Thank you.
And the idea in IDEA is more or less this one. And in HDSM, all the property, all the components are created. So in this case, you see that you have shuttle and all location already created in HDSM.
Matteo, sorry, could you go back to the location scope, please?
Yes.
Tab. Could you click on one position?
You have problem in position or?
Yes, because I tried to configure a location by myself and I put one position, but when I confirm, I got 5 position.
The type is conveyor or the block storage?
Block storage.
Okay. This is normal because block storage is automatically set the position depending on the segment length. In case of block storage and drive-in, the position are automatically calculated by the system considering the segment length. So also if you put one number, the position are calculated. So in this case, this is how it's done now. If it's necessary or you think that it's better to put manually, we can speak about it and change it. Of course, this tool
just from the length, you don't consider LGV dimensions?
Why LGV dimension?
Because I think that it is affected the actual length availability.
No, normally the length by LGV side, the number of position is calculated considering the length of the segment and the depth of the pallet and the step distance.
But the coordinate of the position for sure depend on the fork length, distance from the logical point, something like that. Okay, but anyway, we can discuss apart.
No, in this case, it's also taken this in consideration, this thing, because from the layout, we take also the distance between the end of the forks, considering the type of the LGV. So we have also this.
Okay.
And the idea is this one, but I mean, guys, I think that this is a tool that should be useful, I think, for the setting of the warehouse. Of course, have to be used and to understand if it's useful and should be improved. No one better than you can say this. So in case you have any suggestion or any doubt of this, or you think that something should be done better, just tell me and we can do it,
one other question for me is, can this tool update an existing location position structure, or can only create it?
For the moment, no. For the moment, should be the only update that should be done is move the location for the moment and add an operation point to our existing location. The only two things that should be done, and we will see in a while, for the moment are the only thing that should be done editing one location.
Thank you.
So if we continue, the idea now is create block storage. So to create block storage, and we want to create block storage B16, B17, B18 that should be located in this area, so zone 14. We can click in block storage and filter. You have in each part the filter. Filter should be used like digit the filter that you want to consider. So also only B or B16 like this, and press enter. After this, the system will filter only the location name that include this part of text. Is case sensitive, so if you do something like this, doesn't work or doesn't match. And you can select more than one filter, insert one comma. So in this case, system will filter B16 and B17. So we want to add B16, B17, and B18. We can select, you see that the system insert B16, B17, and 18. We can select all the location, and after this, insert the parameter. So the parameter, we want a block storage, single fork, and we check the automap, aisle, and zone. Doing this, you see that the system disable the possibility to select aisle and zone, and give us the possibility to automatically insert location inside zone and aisle if aisle are present. In this case, we can set step distance, post width, and post length. We can set 1000. Clearance in this case is set 9999, and that's all. Adding, the system start to add location. Spend some time to add it because in this case are 240 location. So the system works a little bit. You should see that the system is still working. And after, at the end of the creation, we will see all the location added. The system tell us if some location are not possible to insert automatically in a zone, and in this case are not inserted. In this case, should be all added in zone 14. And the system also populate all the LGB manager component. So in this case, we spend some times. And after this, we will see how the system also insert the location inside the client. So the client, for example, in this moment is like this. So without location, absolutely. So here you can see also only the DXF and no location are inserted. At the end of this insertion, restarting the API that manages layout, we have the possibility to see this location inserted.
Sorry, I didn't got when you insert the location, did you select the zone?
No, the zone, no. You have a flag is automap zone and aisle, and you can check automap zone and aisle. If zone are created as before with the correct input and the correct coordinates, the system will automatically insert location inside the zone and aisle.
Okay, so you check the coordinate of location that if it's inside the zone.
Yeah, the idea is this one. The idea is that the coordinates of the location are checked. In this case, the system inserts the location inside zone 14. Because if you remember, zone was like this one, and zone 14 is this one, and we have inserted zone 14 and all the block storage inside zone 14. Just to show you another component of the menu, we can go in hierarchy and add remove parent. We can see the parent of location. So, for example, in this case, we can check for B16, and we can see for B16 parent in zone 14. Editing this by this, we can also connect, remove one zone and one relationship between area and zone, and add another one time that the location is created. After this, I just restart the API that manages the layout just to show you how the location are inserted inside the client. Yeah, about the auto map is, in my opinion, useful because if zones are created in the correct way before, you have the possibility to insert all the block storage, for example, or all the conveyor or something like this, and zones are automatically connected without thing to connect after the creation the location. In this case, you should see how the system add. Here you can see the difference. Here system add location B16E040, and you can see how the system add the location in the correct position. So using the information by the layout and by the position, the system add and put in the exactly position, exactly the exact position, the location. So also in this case that you have some corridor or something like this, the system take in consideration all of this component and insert the location in the correct position. So also in this case, for example, that location is not precise here and location is a little bit moved. If you open SmartCAD, you see that location in this case is moved a little bit, and the system take also this one in consideration. And with the calculation of the position, the system check that in this case position are one less. In this case, position are 11. In this case, position are 10. After this, just to show you the difference between a normal location and a location that require level information, like drive-in, we can add some drive-in. So we remove the filter, we select drive-in, and we can just set some drive-in to have. In this case, step-by-step exercise require more than one drive-in. In our case, we just to reduce a little bit the time, we take 4 or 5 drive-in, and we add it just to show how the adding of drive-in works. The only difference is that in this case, if we set here drive-in rack, you see that more tab is inserted, but is level info. Basically, we use this just to set the level of the drive-in. In this case, for example, drive-in should have 4 level, I don't know. So we put for the level, the clearance and the max load for each level, and clicking add, the system will add level with all the features. After this, we can add the second level and the other, for example, 3 level. The dimension, also in this case, number of position is not required because in this case should be different. And we can add also post width, post length, and clearance. In this case, it's not necessary because it's taken by the level. we can add the system add the drive-in. So we put the drive-in inside the system and add also in LGB manager. If we filter in D, we can find this, and we see, for example, that in this case, I have some drive-in that have 18 positions, and other drive-in that have only 9 positions. Obviously, in the number of positions drive-in is considered by the number of the floor. So this is just to consider the drive-in. You see operation point, but free operation point because the level are free, and the position we have in this case 6 position for each level, and in this case we have 3 position for each level. After this, we can for the edit the coordinate. So we can set and select the location that we want to move and edit, because normally is precise, but just in case that you have one block that is moved by layout, for example, or one position that is moved by customer because we want that one block storage is moved 1 meter or 2 meters, you have the possibility to do it just simply selecting the filter, selecting the location, and apply one offset in X and one offset in Y. Apply it, the system will move the position by this offset. After this, we have also the possibility to edit the operation point. So the idea is this, in this case, if you see when we create one location, the system will add only one operation point to this location, because for the moment, by default, with the stored procedure is done like this. And as you know, for example, we have one position that should work with double fork, so we can work with double fork in the center, or right and left. And this means that one location should have 3 operation points, and 3 operation points that are connected with 3 layout location, with different layout location. So for doing this, we have the possibility to select, for example, one other location that should be this one. I doesn't have this. I have. For example, this, I want to take B20 and inserting some information about, for example, resource type, raw mask, or something like this, offset command, and some information necessary, and clicking add, the system add one operation point to this location. After this, we have the possibility also to edit. So if you want to edit, for example, this operation point, we can check which is, for example, the raw mask. We want to edit the raw mask. We can set the edit of raw mask. We can edit the raw mask to 3, and we can transform the raw mask for visual operation point to 3. This is just to edit a little bit the location and interact with the location.
But you have to do for each single location in this case?
Yeah, in this case, yes.
Okay.
And about the location tool is more or less all the things that should be done are this. So if you have all questions or
one question for me, sorry for let others speak. For the filter, isn't it better maybe to express something using regular expression? Because I'm thinking about the last example where I see from the layout someone called the location B20, for example, and then _1, _2, _3, or _L, _right, depending on who is doing the layout. For sure, we can do. I think we can agree with the layout office to have some standardization that can be leveraged to understand what we are talking about. But sometimes, so just something that start with B020 sometimes is not enough. So I'm thinking about possibility to.
So you mean if you want
to have a more complex regular expression that you can express different things like start with something and then with something else with an L and have something in the middle.
Okay, should be done of course. In this case, yeah, we can take this in consideration and
but
just in case do it absolutely.
But
for the moment, it's like this, but of course.
But in my opinion, what we should work on in work with the LGV department and let them to use a specific convention that can be understood by this tool, so we don't have to invent rules for finding the names or something like that. I don't know if it's a process that is ongoing, but I will suggest that for sure.
Yeah, I think this you mean that there is some work to do also by the layout office in this direction, if I understand well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
The other thing is, can you, for the same operation point, create for the same station, create more location? I'm thinking about I don't know if you work with the PepsiCo system, where we have the same operation point for the two pushback locations that are one on top of the other, or we need to ask LGV layout team to create always two different stations for that?
For the moment, this is a good question, because for the moment, for the pushback, we create just one point for example the in for the in from take. We create just one point, and the second one have to be added. And in this case, we use the same layout point. But if you have two different layout in the same point, two different layout station in the same point, should be done also like this. Because in PepsiCo, the layout station, I mean the yellow point is unique, or you have two or three station.
No,
right
now is there is just one for both the pushback level. So we have one, but I think we need to create two pushback, location, whatever, that are using the same LGV station.
Okay.
The same smart card station.
Yeah, for the moment, when you create pushback, for example, you have a different location that referring all at the same operation point. That is they refer to the operation station in the LGV manager that is unique, only one. So the idea is this one. So you do the thing.
So it's already doing. It's
Yeah,
already supported.
Yeah. For the moment, it's done like this. We have tried it, but for the moment, it's done like this. When you create with the store procedure the pushback, you put the level, and the level are created. And when the level is created, there are the number of the location about the level, and the operation point refer to the layout location.
Okay.
Doing like this, for example, if this is a pushback, you have the possibility to create a pushback rack. You can put, if I remember well, because honestly, I don't remember for all the typology of the location, but we will see. Give me just 1 second. Yes. In this case, you see that this is the name of the operation point is the same for all the free location created, and this operation point is connected to the layout operation point, and the LGV manager is the same, so it's the same station ID. Now it's done like this.
Nice.
Matteo, is
Yes.
possible in this page to delete, if I made a mistake for the operation point, is possible to delete the operation point?
In this page, no, we can add it, absolutely. You mean if you add a bad operation
Yes, I
point
just
here?
had one operation point. It don't takes the data about the parameter, so I wanted to delete.
No.
We had so
we can add it, absolutely.
Okay.
I assigned it, and we can add it, absolutely, the possibility to remove it.
What is the output of this tool? I mean, is a script that you can run on the database or act directly on the database? I mean,
no,
if I'm doing these locally for and I already have a plant where I need to add something, and then I want to do a test locally, then I generate kind of script that I can apply in the real plant. Or just
no,
update?
the idea is that you have two works in a database, and all the operation edit the database directly. So if you want to work locally, the idea is that you can take a backup of the database and restore it in the plant.
But this is usually not possible because you are doing your test locally from the backup, and then the database change, and you have to reproduce all the steps, I think.
Okay, because normally, honestly, I don't know how it's done when we start with a new warehouse. So the tests are done inside, and after this, the creation in the plant, how is done?
No, yeah, for when you start from the beginning, I don't see any problem actually. But if I need to add a new block in the warehouse or in Red Bull, now we need to clear to remove all the block storage and replace with drive-ins. What we do is for sure we need to do a configuration. Maybe we want to do some tests locally in a local environment before to deploy it to the plant, and something that maybe we do. We test, we adjust, we do all what we need to do, and then maybe we update the real plant. I'm thinking a kind of process like this.
Okay, now this is a thing that is not taken into consideration because normally taking consideration
it's not. I'm just thinking loud because you did a very good job. In general, I think it's something that I like it so much. But I think maybe if because at the end you are gonna call a store procedure one by one.
Yeah.
That great.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we can put we can have a version that doesn't just generate the code and then the instruction, and then you can decide to apply to the database or keep it.
Yeah, it should be done. This is another thing that is possible to do. Of course, as I said before, this is a tool that is not at the end. So all the thing that you consider useful to do, we can take in consideration to do it. And this for sure is a thing that just in case it have to be done, because as you say, if we do some edit or something like this, have to be applied in the plant. Absolutely.
About what is saying Rossano, probably could be something nice to have the export of the selected location. Because in the example of Rossano, probably we I don't know, we add something in local, but sometimes it's possible that we have to arrange because we forgot an operation point, or so for sure to select all the location when the work is finished and is tested and export to apply in the production DB could be nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
course. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I like this.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I sign it, and we take we take in consideration to do it. Absolutely, of course. Thanks.
And just a question, I don't know if you
yeah.
already explained the S01. I don't remember if it was a selective rack or, but about selective rack that have one location for each level in SDM, but only one location and one operation point in LGV Manager. This is already handled.
Yeah, it's the same thing as pushback rack. This is a pushback rack. I've selected it just to do a test and to show how it works, but is the same things. If you set the operation point here and, for example, show S01, you see how S01. You show how the operation point here is connected and is every time the same, directly connected to the operation point in LGV Manager is in for the layout. So in this case, you see how the S01 in LGV Manager is only one. And the station ID is directly connected, directly taken by the layout.db3. So this is station ID that you will find in layout.
Great, thanks.
Okay, if you have other questions about the tool or in general.
If you can show how to delete the operation point and the other things. Here you say the LGV station, but you create in LGV Manager also the station with this tool. Am I right?
Yeah. In LGV Manager, create the station and edit the table station and LGV station, both.
Okay.
But just this one. For the LGV Manager and HDSM, create something, but it's not obviously all the things that have to be created. The other thing have to be created at the moment manually.
Foppo in Niagara Rialto had there is a smassor, and in one floor in the floor the location are not the same. So we have a big location like 20 positions together with smaller location in the same floor. In that case, I should adjust the configuration later with script removing the. I mean, I would configure all the location like they are big, and then later I can remove the extra position where it's needed.
Yes. normally it's done like this, because in this moment, when you create a smart store, the position the number of position is the same
Are
for each
applied everywhere.
Yeah.
It makes sense because this is the Reato. It's the only case where I saw something like this.
Yeah, normally we're like this. If there is a specific case, in this case, have to be edited after the
In the
creation.
database. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have a store procedure already prepared for removing position, or we should do manually from the container table?
I think that at the moment, no. Tommaso, in case, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think no. Have to be removed manually by the table.
From the container table.
Yeah.
Just curious. Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Just a thing, I tried to add the smart store, but I have an error. It says dimension not valid, and just that. Could it be possible more specific about which dimensions are not valid, or?
In this case, is a little bit problem because dimension valid arrive directly from the store procedure. So the suggestion that you find also in guide is to check because normally the dimension valid is maybe where you set position width to 0 or something like this. But did you think that maybe it's useful to have something like maybe something like red or signed where you need the dimension? We can take in consideration this because normally I don't know your setting, but normally is because there is some setting set it to 0. So maybe I don't know if you forgot something like post width or length or clearance. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I understand what you are saying, and yes, it's clear and it's correct because at the moment the return is there by the store procedure that say, okay, there is something wrong, and the store procedure just say there is a problem in dimension because check some dimension, for example, post width, post length, that have not to be 0, for example, and tell just this. So there is the possibility, of course, to be more specific, have to be done, of course. But yeah, we can do it.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Of course, if he doesn't have other question, okay, but you have my mail, and so you can write to me if you have some problem or, of course, suggestion about the improvement that have to be done to the tool, and we can we take in consideration this, and if you have the possibility, we do everything. And if you doesn't have other questions, for me is more or less all.
Can I ask Manuel to having you available for my first configuration? You and the Maz.
Sorry?
Yes.
Can I ask Manuel for having you available for my first configuration?
If you ask to Manuel, if Manuel has to, I don't know who, it's not a problem.
It's recorded, so.
I don't know when it will be.
I don't know the first the schedule of the first plan, so I don't know.
I think
Okay,
that
guys.
they wanna change the Perrier installation with this one.
Okay, for today, I think it's all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Also because
is the transport order allocation affected by the container, or more or less it is the same as before?
Yes, I didn't. Matteo, would you like to answer, or
no, if you want
transport system and location and transport system? You mean transport system, right?
Transport order allocation.
Transport order allocation. Sorry, I got it wrong. For the location, not a big match. No, it's
there is get pickup location, which is
get,
querying the stock property.
Our colleague make some changing on it because they need to they change a little bit the logic inside, and if I remember well, there is a procedure to retrieve all the candidate location which are located, and then a dedicated function to get the best one. Separate a little bit the two area, but I think that the logic remain more or less the same.
And for the put away configuration, we will have a dedicated module. Yes,
configuration you will see a dedicated module, and it's because it is changed a lot, not so much, but a little bit. Yes, it's I think the next one. I think
routing
on Monday. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, on Monday.
I can wait till Monday.
you can sleep this night and then next one.
Okay. There was another module after this one, or we are done for today? Sorry,
no, for today we are done, I think.
No.
Okay.
Already done? No.
Already
sure,
done.
Tommaso.
Yes.
No.
I don't know if Francesco has to stop.